What's going on, guys? Bruce here, and welcome back to the channel.
Holy shit! Oh my.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you've seen last night's upload where we had the Project Gold Rush in the truck, in the shop, I'm sorry, excuse me. And we are trucking away back on her this evening after getting some other customers' work done. We're going to be making the race at Hardway Performance this weekend. We've got a lot of the wiring ran across here inside the truck. About to set the fuse box in it right now. We're getting the sway bar hung underneath the truck right now. It is also powder coated the chrome color, I guess you could say, so looks pretty dope. But I'm about to get the stainless diesel T6 exhaust manifold hung on the side of the engine, along with the new hardware, and along with the Garrett GTX 55 85mm turbocharger. So I think it's gonna look pretty sick. So I'm gonna get the exhaust manifold hung, and I'll be right back. All right, so I've got the stainless diesel exhaust manifold hung on the side of the engine. As you can see right now, she's a little bit dirty from us handling it around and whatnot. I'm gonna come over here and disassemble the Garrett charger. We're gonna pull the exhaust housing off of it and get it hung on the side of that manifold instead of hanging the whole turbo as a big, heavy, 80-pound piece. But we're gonna get that hung on there now, piece by piece. All right, so I've got the manifold on like you've seen. I've got the exhaust housing bolted on, and I've got the center cartridge bolted on the truck also. Clamp actually broke. I had to modify it, so when we get to Hardway this weekend, they have clamps in stock. We'll have to replace that rear clamp, but that at least I got it made so we can get it started. We're gonna get the oil supply fittings put in it and get the oil drain put in it, along with getting the compressor housing put in it. I had installed on the turbo. I did have the compressor housing powder coated, the chrome also, so it looks pretty tits. I'm gonna get that hung on there now. All right, so we got the turbo all mounted up on the engine. We have the brake lines mounted on the rear end. We're gonna go through and get these looking nice. They're all kind of dirty and don't look really pretty. So I'm gonna get those cleaned up. We've got a little bit of touch up to do on parts like this on the leaf springs and pieces here and there. We are gonna get all that touched up and making it look like $1,000,000. I am going to walk next door and find the fuel lines and whatnot so that we can start plumbing the fast pumps. Yeah, so lots of stuff about to be happening. Took the bed sides off the truck, as you can see, just so that we wouldn't have to worry about leaning over the nice gold wrap. I'm going to get this rear window wiped down and cleaned. It's just got a little bit of dust on it, not a big deal. And also getting the drivetrain in, either most likely tomorrow or Wednesday. But most of the wiring is ran underneath the hood here already, as you can see. I know it's pretty dark here, but turbo's hung, looks badass. Our sway bar is all in. I was waiting to find some special bushings for that, but well, you can see that. A little bit of a light on it. You can see what's going on there with our BD diesel end links, and that looks good. We've got good clearance on our front diff there. That looks good. So far, everything looks great on the truck. Make sure you guys go to ahdracing.com and grab your merch. We did ship out about 20 orders today, so we're all caught up there. But make sure you guys go pick up your merch if you guys want to be a part of the AHD Racing team. Hopefully we'll have some new t-shirts coming out soon once we get my drag truck going. I'm going to bust another picture in here. I want you guys to check it out. Matt at ProFab Performance just sent me over. They're making some serious progress really fast on that truck so we can make it to Rocky Top. But we will be at Hardway this weekend, so hopefully we see some of you guys out there. Oh, and we got to run out all of our stuff for our ARB air lockers. This truck does have ARB air lockers front and rear, so we're going to have to get the hoses ran and all that good stuff. But getting a lot of stuff done. We have a huge order coming in from Amazon for all of our wiring, loom, and heat shrink, so we can have a nice, pretty wiring harness in the whole truck. All that good stuff. So, yeah. So also, I've had a couple people ask me what nitrous system we'll be running. We will be running a Nitrous Express. They have a diesel automated kit, basically with a touchscreen controller. And we will have a Grant steering wheel, hopefully here in the next couple days, definitely by Wednesday. I'm probably going to overnight it tomorrow. That will have buttons on the steering wheel. So we have a purge button, not a purge button, but a staging button to help light the turbo at the wheel, Oh, it's been a long night. At the starting line to basically a spool up jet, and then the system will take over automatically once it hits a certain boost pressure leaving the line, or on a brake switch, vice versa. So that's gonna be pretty cool. But we'll be fully automated. We'll have two 15-pound bottles between the two seats in the front of the truck. So yes, it will basically be a nitrous-driven truck. Parachute. We've got to get one of those fancy things to keep from falling out. It falls out every 5 minutes. Every time I turn around, it gets accidentally hit and falls out. So we got to find a nice little pin or welding rod to stick in there to keep that from happening. The air locker is definitely going to be freaking badass in this truck. I think I've got the ARB air compressor right here. Yes, it's a heavy little bastard. So check that bad girl out. This will be mounted inside the cab somewhere nice and nifty, and that will be controlling the front and rear lockers. This truck does have, for those of you that are new, chromoly axle shafts front and rear also. So that's going to work out pretty cool. I don't know what's in this box. Oh, EGR delete kit. We don't need that. Anyhow, yep, lots of cool stuff happening. But man, check out this freaking turbo, guys. This thing is massive. It's not going to blow up. This is an 85 millimeter. Last year I ran an 88 millimeter for like my last 3 races. I actually borrowed it off of Ryan Milliken's Green Nova, and my motor actually blew up. I sent like probably a quarter-sized chunk of piston through it. Well, it broke off the piston. I don't know where it went, so it had to went through the turbo. It actually, instead of blowing the turbo up or actually hurting it, the EGTs had to have been so hot that the metal from the turbo was like molten, that it went through the turbo, bent the wheels over on the turbo, or bent the fins on the exhaust compressor wheel, and didn't hurt it. So these Garrett turbochargers are pretty much indestructible. They are a ball bearing turbocharger, as you can see. So they're pretty badass. Definitely make a lot of power, a lot of smooth transition of power coming up off the line. So it's going to be a pretty exciting weekend at Emerald Coast Dragway. So on the Project Gold Rush, we were just going to be running a standard valve body, just controlled by the factory ECM. And I talked to the owner last night in the middle of the night, like 4 a.m. because he's in Australia. And we have decided to go with a PCS controller. So I've got a brand new one, harness and everything right here. I've had here at the shop. That's the spare for my drag truck. Basically just going to order myself another new one, and we're going to put my spare in the truck along with a full electronic Suncoast valve body and swap it out for the factory controlled valve body that we are going to run in it. So we'll have another onboard system to be powered on that will be run separately from the factory ECM, which will be nice. We can do a lot of custom tuning on the shift points and whatnot. So right now Brian is getting the brakes bled. We put all new calipers and everything on it, so we're getting the brake lines all hooked back up. We're going to get the brakes bled out and go ahead and get that done. I'm going to try to get a couple more things done this evening, then we're probably going to call it quits till tomorrow. And like I told you guys, I'm going to be uploading a video every day, so they're probably only going to be about 10-minute clips each day, but you can at least see the progress happening with the truck every single day. So we got the turbo on, got the manifold on, we got all the brakes hooked up today. We've got a lot of the wiring has progressed. We've got our EGT probe and everything stuck inside the manifold. It's ready to go. Just waiting on some more parts to show up. A couple seals and stuff that I basically forgot about. Overwhelming with everything going on around here. But yeah, it's pretty much a wrap. Like I said, if you guys want to see a lot of cool behind the scenes stuff, make sure you go follow me on Snapchat. It's After Hour Diesel. It's always in the end screen on the videos, along with follow my Instagram. There's lots of cool pictures and updates always hitting Instagram. And make sure you go check out ahdracing.com to pick up your After Hours merch. Anyhow, that's pretty much a wrap for today's video. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. We'll catch you later. Peace out.